I just returned home from traveling and I was greeted at the door by the consequences of my own actions, aka all of the things that I bought that were delivered when I was away. It is kind of a lot of things to be opening at once. It was my birthday right before I went away and I feel like I was in a little bit of a phase of ordering stuff online, but I cannot tell a lie. I am very excited to open all this stuff up. A couple things I did already open, but a lot of it is still sealed in this package, and I thought we could just dive into it here together. There is a little bit of an array of things, so I figured I'll start with the more makeup things, then we'll go a little bit more into a wider definition of beauty, get into some clothes, a couple weird things. I have like a vintage book from eBay, and then finish off with some candles. So let's get into it. So I thought we could start with my order from the Sephora sale. This was actually going on while I was away, which I feel like was kind of good for me because in the past I've struggled with making an order right when the sale starts and then also making another order towards the end of it. And this time I was so busy that I only made an order right on the last day. I bought the things that had been kind of sitting in my cart for a while that I was planning on buying. There were a couple newer fun little things that I'll show you that I added in there too. Okay, from the top, this is an eyeliner from Danessa Myricks. If you have been around here before, you might know that the Danessa Myricks multi-chrome eyeliners are probably my favorite eyeliners. I just love like a shimmer on the lower lash line, and I love that they have like kind of more of a subtle shift. I'm not in it just for the shift, but I like the sheen, and the little bit of a shift is an added bonus. So I saw that there was a new color. I will open it up, but that's the packaging. It's a shade Treasure, and it looked kind of like a peach color. I found recently that with regular use, these do run out kind of quickly, at least like kind of quickly for an eyeliner. In the past, it seems like eyeliners last forever, but these, if I'm using them all the time, they'll last me maybe like 6 months, but it's worth it to me because I love them. And I do have a decent enough size collection of eyeliners that it's not like I have to repurchase them. You know, it's like a fun treat when I get to. The color on the back of this looks richer than I thought, but I'm down with it. Ooh, that looks like a really pretty color. I like eyeliners to be light also because I feel like if they're dark, they kind of close off my eyes. And I feel like this is light enough for me, but also like, you know, will add a little bit of definition, but I don't think it'll be too dark. Oh, this is another kind of like fun thing that I was excited about. I also like the Urban Decay eyeliners. I feel like they are a bit more hit or miss than the Danessa Myricks ones are. Like I've had a couple of these Urban Decay ones that I feel like are kind of dry, but they came out with Space Cowboy as an eyeliner. And I'm just a simple makeup lover. How can I resist? Especially as someone who loves a light colored, shimmery eyeliner. Okay, yeah, I feel like that might be the perfect champagne for me. A little bit of definition, but like pretty subtle. I feel like this is as close to like a nude eyeliner as I would want to get. I'm excited about this too. All of these things I will be trying at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be on camera or off camera, but I will update later in the month about how like I'm feeling about these fun things. Huda Beauty sample card. I don't know if I picked that one out or if they just gave it to me. Drunk Elephant Bright Drop sample. I don't think I picked this one out. I feel like especially during the sales, you're picking the samples that you want in vain. Like they're not gonna send you the ones that you chose, but that's okay. I get it. I restocked my Tatcha water cream. This is my favorite moisturizer. This is the big size in it because I love it, and I've been running low for a while. I've been waiting for the sale to repurchase it and going kind of light on the one that I have now, but I am officially out, so I'm excited to use this tonight. I also restocked my Fenty Plush Put-In Lip Balm. I've been using this as my nighttime lip balm for a couple years now. Here's the one that I currently have in use. The only annoying thing about it is that I can't see when I'm gonna run out of it, but I bought this last during the Sephora sale last year, which was also in November, which it is now as I'm filming this. So I feel like there's no way this is going to last me like that much more than a year. Like I feel like any one of these days I'm going to like spin it up and it's going to be empty. So I am prepared with my new one whenever that decides to happen. On my hand, this Danessa Myricks eyeliner, I'm seeing like a really bold green shift to it. I don't think it's gonna come up on camera. That's kind of like a fun thing in real life. Okay, the next fun thing I got was I got one of these Bare Minerals bronzers. I'm actually surprised in myself that it's taken me this long to get one of these because I feel like people have liked this formula for a long time, and I am a big fan of a glowy blush. I will say I've been using my cream blushes more than I've been using my powders recently, which, like, I've never been able to say that before. It took me a long time of, like, dipping my toe into, like, cream and liquid and gel blushes to find myself using them regularly. But, like, the Rhode Pocket Blush, I have one shade of that, and the Merit blush, I have a couple shades of that. I've really been using those a lot and loving them. So we'll see if this changes my habit. I got the shade Kiss of Pink, but it doesn't look like too super duper pink. Like, it feels a little bit neutral, and I feel like it might work well on me as just like a very subtle, when I want my eyes or my lips to kind of steal the show a little bit more and my blush should be like simple and pretty. But yeah, has a nice shimmer to it. I don't know if I already said that. Another reason it's surprising I haven't bought it yet is because I love a shimmery blush. So we'll see if this converts me back into a powder lover, or if I'm like just as excited to use it as I have been to use my cream blushes. A couple of restock purchases. I did restock my Beauty Blender cleanser. This is what I use to clean my brushes, and the one I have is like almost out, so it lined up perfectly in time to get a new one. My Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, I'm pretty sure I'm almost done, but as I said, I bought this stuff on the last day of the sale, and I was in Australia when that happened. So I couldn't double check and make sure I'm almost out of my face wash, but I'm like 90% sure I am. And also I know that the last time I purchased this was during the Sephora sale last year also. So it has been a year for this one too. You know, I should just check. I should. Okay, so it was definitely lower in my head. I feel like you could see it's like 40% full. So it's definitely fuller than I thought it was. If I knew it was this full, I don't think I would have bought a new one quite so soon, because I feel like at this rate, this will probably last me until the sale in April. So then I'm just like storing this until then, but it's fine. I feel like with backups, I'm not trying to buy things that far in advance because you never know what's going to come up. But I think with this, of like all products, I'm pretty damn confident that like I'm not going to switch what cleanser I use before I run out of that. It's just kind of like a waste of space and thought to store that, knowing that I have so much left now. I bought the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. This is now my go-to dry shampoo ever since Drybar changed their formula. That was my favorite for a long time. They were pretty similar. Like the old formula of the Drybar and this one were not that far apart, but for some reason I just like the Drybar a little bit better, and then they changed the formula and this one is the superior one. I did get the warm vanilla scent because you put vanilla in the scent name, and I'm like, okay, that's for me. I don't want to spray this. I don't need dry shampoo. I don't want to spray this. But I can smell a little vanilla-ness from the nozzle, and I'm pretty confident it's going to be the same formula as like the regular scented one. And lastly, from Sephora, I got a lip liner. I've really been on a lip liner journey recently. I've really been enjoying lip liners and playing around with different combinations of like sheer lip products and lip liners. So I got this Natasha Denona I Need a Rose lip crayon. This is in the shade Calla. Yeah, looks like Calla. And the color of it looked really pretty. The packaging of it is nice. I wasn't expecting this like bronze look of the packaging, but I'm always looking for a perfect kind of like rosy brown. I don't want it to be too brown. I don't want it to be too pink. And I also want it to have enough definition that it's like clearly defining my lips and not blending in with them. Ooh, I feel like that's a really nice color. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of a crapshoot because like there's brands that you can't trust the colors from online to like look the same in person, which is also another reason I like to go in store when I'm gonna like make a big purchase during the sale. But I couldn't do that. Australia, and I feel like this was a good gamble. I'm very excited to try this out. Okay, so the next package is actually the only one that I didn't buy myself with my own money because it's a PR package from Merit. I'm filming this before Black Friday, and I know they're having a big sale during Black Friday, so chances are, by the time you're seeing this video, I've already used these products and talked more in depth about them in a different video. So if that is the case, I will link that down below. This one that I'm filming now is like not time sensitive at all, so this video is probably gonna come out in December, but I bet I'll talk about these in November. But let me just quickly show you the products that I picked out. I got another one of their blushes, which I'm so excited about because, as I was saying, I love their cream blushes so much. And I got the shade Rouge. They came out with this a couple months ago, and it's like the boldest, most striking red you could imagine, but they were kind of like showing it as working for all skin tones. And based on what I know about their products, I believe that because I feel like their blushes don't have any sort of base to them. So I'm really excited to see how it's going to work on my skin. And yeah, I can already tell it's like clearly not as bold as it is here, but I bet I could build it up more if I wanted to. I'm excited to try this out on my face. This was like the #1 thing that I was excited to try when like they reached out to send me some products. Then the thing that I was second most excited about is their perfume, because the bottle of it is so like sculptural looking. Ah! It's so pretty. I bet you guys have seen this on Instagram because I feel like that's where I was seeing a bunch of like really aesthetic reels of people just like putting this on their vanity and it just looking nice. I don't want to spray this on myself right now because I am wearing other perfume, so I don't want to like taint my first impression. But it does smell very clean just from smelling it like out of the nozzle. But I'm really excited because the notes of it really like encompassed a lot of things that sound good to me, and it said it has musk, and I love a musk scent on me. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm really excited to wear this tomorrow and hopefully get a few days of testing out of it before I film the video that probably already came out where I talked about this stuff. And then the last item I picked out from Merit is their Minimalist Foundation Stick, or I guess they call it Perfecting Complexion Stick. This, I feel like, is one of their original products, and I haven't tried it yet because it didn't seem like they had a perfect skin match for me, but they recently expanded their line. This one, which is Sandstone, was described as fair, light, neutral. That's like the name of pretty much all the foundations that have worked for me. So I'm excited to test this out also and see. Yeah, that looks like a pretty damn good match. But as I said, I'm going to be trying this stuff out, and at this point, I probably have already reported to you how I feel about these, and that is fun and exciting. It's like I'm time traveling. Okay, next up, I'm really excited for this one. I bought nail polishes from Schlee Polish, who I've ordered from a couple times before, but this one is particularly exciting. If you follow me on Instagram, you might know I can't stop talking about The Substance. If you don't know, it's a movie that came out this fall, and I've seen it 3 times, and I love it. Maybe I'll talk about why I love it more at a later time, but for right now, we're just gonna leave it there. And I'll just tell you that if anything is like The Substance themed, I am very likely to purchase it. It feels like it's really like amassed quite a cult following very quickly, which is a lot of fun. And I'm saying this, I realize I didn't elaborate yet. I'm saying this because Schlee Polish came out with a Substance-themed little collection. So I bought those 4 shades and one other. I don't know what's what in here, so we're just gonna open it up and it's gonna be a little bit of a fun surprise. You know what I like doing? I like guessing what it's gonna be before I know. So which polish do I think I'm holding in my hands right now? I think this is gonna be Elizabeth, which is like a navy blue. No. This is Monstro. I don't want to say anything about these characters because if you like weird movies, if you like horror movies, I think you should watch it because I love it. This one looked like the funkiest shade in the collection. It's kind of like an interesting neutral, but it seems like it has like some pink and some purple and some teal to it. I'm really excited about this. Okay, which one of these is Elizabeth? I feel like this one's Sue. Watch me just be wrong about all of these. Is it? Am I right? I was right. This one's Sue. This one's like a really hot bubblegum pink, but actually seeing it in person, it's a little bit more fuchsia, a little bit kind of like richer than I thought it might be. And it also looks like the sparkle in there might be a little bit blue also. Cool, cute. Honestly, a 4 polish collection with like my favorite movie as the theme, I would have bought these no matter what color they were. I don't know if I should be ashamed to admit that, but at this point in time, it is true. I feel like Elizabeth is one of these two. I'm gonna go with the middle one. It's not even like I'm the most excited about Elizabeth, I'm just thinking about her. I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm definitely wrong. This one is, oh, this is Activator. Oh, this looks pretty. I feel like these look more interesting in person than they did from the swatches. I felt like the swatches looked a little bit like one-dimensional color-wise, like a one color, but just a really sparkly version of the one color, which I was down with. But if it has multiple colors in it, I'm even more down with that. So yeah, this Activator certainly looks like it has a good deal of like an orangey pink in there. That's really pretty. I totally forgot this was even like one of them. I think this was the other one that I thought was Elizabeth. But did you know with probability? If I switch my guess to this one, I'm actually more likely. Because if I think it's this one still, well, I guess I thought it was that one to begin with, but I thought it was this one if it wasn't that one, which would make this like a 1 and 3. But if I switch it, now it's 1 and 2. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm wrong. This one is Little Lies, which is the one that I bought that wasn't part of the Substance collection, but the color looked so pretty. I love this like purpley mauve kind of, but it has like red sparkles in there. Really like that combination. Okay, so I think if I switch my guess to this one now, I probably have 100% probability that this one's Elizabeth. Imagine it like they gave me the wrong one and it's just like not. Oh no, here's Elizabeth. Oh, and this one looks a little bit more purple than I thought. I mean, it's still like definitely a navy blue, but I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of purple like right by the outskirts there. Cool. I'm so excited to try these out. I have to make a video soon about nail polish. I haven't done that in a while, and I feel like my collection's getting a little bit out of control, but look how pretty these are. I'm so excited. And that package segues us into what I might be the most excited about, because this is like Substance merch. It was some sort of like official collaboration because I found out about it through the Instagram of the Substance, which I think is Try the Substance. This is from a brand called Super Yaki, which does a lot of movie collaborations with like kind of cool looking products. I pre-ordered this a while ago, so it just happened to come like 2 days after I left the tri-state area. And this was like the hardest to not open the second I got home, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Brown paper. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd for the Substance. Did I need another water bottle? Of course not. But did I need a Substance Activator water bottle? Yes. Like my life depended on it. I have no regrets. I might not even use this. I might just like leave this sitting on my shelf. I'm not sure yet, but I love it. But there's more. Sick. My little pump it up tank top. I was nervous about the size of this. I ordered a medium, but I feel like it looks like it will fit me perfectly. Maybe be a little bit big, but I feel like with this silhouette, I won't mind if it's a little bit big. I feel like I'm ready to pump it up in this. I'm so excited about this. This was probably the item of here that I was the most excited about. I love it. In the future, if I'm ever wearing like a sweatshirt like this or something again, you could just assume that I'm wearing this underneath. Oh, I love the Remember You Are One. And then the final item I got from this box, which I was a little unsure about when I ordered, mostly because of sizing. It's a sweatshirt. And with sweatshirts, like sometimes I want them to be really loose. Sometimes I want them to be less loose. I never want them to be small. So I feel like it's safer to order bigger. I don't know. What size did I get? Oh, I got a medium. I feel like that's probably a good guess. Oh yeah, this looks like it's probably the right size. It has like the Substance logo on the front, And then I love the back. It's all about the back. It says, "We are sorry you didn't appreciate your experience with the substance." I like that in a way it's not too flashy, but like it's instantly recognizable if you know. The collar is a wee bit higher than I thought it would be. I thought it would be more of like a classic crew neck shape, but I feel like it's cut to look a little bit more fashion, which is cool, but I do get kind of like sensitive about things against my neck sometimes, so we'll see how that plays out. But otherwise, I kind of love it. I have it tucked up right now. I'm so excited. This is my highlight. It's just going to be downhill from here. It's still good from here, but it's just downhill. It just has to be. The next package I'll just briefly mention because, of course, not as exciting, and I already opened it and I'm wearing it. You might have heard me talk before about Set Active because I really love them. I have a lot of just nice high quality basics from them, mostly sweatshirts, mostly exactly this half zip, but in different colors. In fact, I think I have like 7 or 8 different colors of this. They have a return/exchange policy where if you return it, they'll give you your money back less like the cost of return shipping, which is pretty standard. I had ordered a pair of bike shorts in September that ended up just fitting me a little bit too tight, so I wanted to return them. But they also give you an option to exchange, and if you exchange, they give you additional store credit to spend. So either I could return and get like $50 back, which was like $55 minus like $5 return shipping, I'm rounding numbers, or I could get something else with $75. So I was planning on doing that. And then I couldn't really decide what I wanted. So then at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I'll just return the shorts and I'll just get my $50 back. But I guess I ran out of the time to return, but I still had time to exchange. So that's why I ended up getting another sweatshirt, because I knew it wasn't like a wise decision because I have so many of them. However, I did, and I love it. It's a little bit out of my color story, but I've really been enjoying teal recently. And I also enjoy the idea of wearing it with things that don't necessarily match it. For example, I'm wearing like green and rust colored striped pants. And I feel like it's just kind of like a fun little funky, like threw these on together. Didn't really think about it, but like everything I own is cool. Also, the sweatshirt was on a pretty good sale. I think it was marked down to $60, and they regularly retail for like $148, so pretty good discount. I had a little bit more credit to spend, and I ended up getting this like red sleep tank. I'm not sure where in my pile of stuff. Oh, actually, it's right here. Red sleep tank. This I tried on last night, and I'm not obsessed with it. It is like a size larger than I would normally get. Usually I'll buy things from Set Active in like, I mean, I guess my sizing is a little bit all over the place, but for tops, usually a small or a medium. For sports bras, it might be a medium or a large, but I normally wouldn't order a tank top in a large, but it was the only size left of this, and I thought it might work. I think it would be a little bit better on me if it was a smaller size, because although it's a sleep tank, I plan to wear it as just like a regular tank. It's like a little pointel with like a little rosette on it. It's okay. I'll see how my feelings about it evolve. I still think it's like a nice item, so it's not like I'm rushing to declutter it, but I don't love it as much as I hoped I would. And I still feel pretty satisfied by that. And as I said, I really like the sweatshirt. Okay, just one more to open before we get to like this candle sniff portion of this video. I have a thing where I really like ordering vintage books on eBay. I get like really specific about like which edition I want. And I get kind of specific about the condition too. In a lot of ways, like I'll take what I can get, but I used to not really care about the condition, and now I find myself caring a lot. This feels so big. I'm like, is this what I thought it was? There's a thank you note. Usually people don't go that hard for like a vintage book. Yeah, Hannah, I hope you enjoy the book, and thank you for your purchase. And a little like tag that's like a little 2 of hearts. Funny, I'm down. Okay, that's why it felt so big. It's like wrapped up like this. I was nervous because if this just so happened to be a really tall book somehow, I wouldn't like how that would fit on my bookshelf because, as I said, I've become kind of particular. I love the care that went into wrapping this. Okay, we are finally here. Okay, so this is a Signet Classic edition of Amile Zola. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Their book, Germinal. It's a book from the 1800s about working in a French coal mine. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. I love going into books knowing as little as possible so I don't have expectations. But I love older books that involve like labor struggles. If you didn't know, my favorite book is The Jungle. So I'm really excited. This looks like a beautiful copy, beautiful condition, published in 1970. It's like nicely yellowed, but I doubt anyone ever read this copy, or if they did, they were like super ginger about it because nothing is like bent or spilled on. I'm excited. Okay, and then last up I have a big ass box of holiday candles. So this is from a brand called Bossy Pants Candles, which I've mentioned before because I've been purchasing from them for a number of years. All of their candles are soy wax, which I love because it's vegan, and it also is apparently like the safest wax to burn because as you're burning wax, you are kind of like breathing it in because it goes into the air. The brand's been around for a while, but they recently downsized. I think it's like a one-woman show. I know she recently had a child, and instead of like having the website stock 24/7, she's been focusing on like holiday drops. And I don't know why that's just been sucking me in so much, and I feel like I'm ordering more than ever now that she's downsized. But I'm really excited to sniff and see what we get. I read the descriptions. I didn't buy every single candle. I bought the ones that like sounded like they appealed to me. I don't think I've ever gotten anything from them that I despise. Usually if I like the candles a little bit less, I'll burn them like during less exciting times, like when I'm working from home. And if I like the candle more, I'll burn it when I'm like having a nicer, more relaxing time from watching a movie, if I'm just enjoying myself on a day off. So let's see what we get. Oh, I think this first one is the one that I got that wasn't holiday. She did launch a couple not holiday scents at the same time. And this one is Baja Cactus Blossom. They all have like cute little labels also. Like this one says, "I'm not like other girls, I'm worse." I was intrigued by the Cactus Blossom because I was gifted a number of years ago a little candle from Bath and Body Works that I think that said Cactus Blossom, and I really love the smell of that, but I didn't repurchase it because Bath and Body Works wasn't cruelty-free. They actually did just go cruelty-free, so they actually might be an option for me to purchase from now, which is kind of fun, but also kind of besides the point. Let's see how this smells. I think it does remind me a lot of that candle. Yeah, it's kind of more like a subtle scent, but it smells like morning time. And it does smell a little florally, but not in like an overpowering perfume way. I'm not good at describing scents. I'm so sorry, but I like this. This is a thumbs up. I will not spend as much time on the other candles, I hope. Nice Until Proven Naughty, Been an Angel All Year, which is Mistletoe Twist. On the website too, it has like a little bit more specific about what it smells like. This one smells like incense. Or like the incense they have in church. Yeah, this smells very Christmassy, but also a little bit unusual. And I'm really excited about this one. That could be a favorite. Griswold's Tree Farm. It's a Butte Clark Blue Spruce. This is one that I actually have in their older format, which was a woodwick, and I love it. And actually my friend, when she was visiting me a couple years ago, she smelled it, she loved it. I bought it for her birthday last year. Oh yeah. I wish it was still woodwick. I mean, and as I said, I still have some of my woodwick left, but it smells wonderful. It smells like a Christmas tree. Like it smells like Christmas. I loved burning the woodwick candle in past years because if we had a fake tree up, it still made it smell like a real tree in the house. Oh, that smells good. This is Old Fashioned Eggnog. She's also been making these really like beautiful marbled candles recently. And this one has the notes on it. Rum, citrus, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, vanilla cream. Yeah, I feel like the cream and the cinnamon I smell the strongest. The clove too. Smells so good. Cousin Eddie, Spiced Chestnuts. Yeah. I don't even know if I know what spiced chestnuts are supposed to smell like, but this one smells not my favorite. Maybe it smells more like potpourri. It's not bad, but this is definitely going to be like a burn while I'm working type of candle. This is one that I was really excited about aesthetically because I love red and green together. This is Candied Winter Apple, Juicy Red Apple, Cinnamon, Neroli, Orange Zest, Maple Glaze. And it kind of smells like apples. It smells like an apple soap. I should say too, my first impressions of these is just based on me smelling it in the jar, obviously. When it's burning, sometimes they smell differently. But I do feel like this one is probably my second to least favorite, but like, I still like it. I still like it. Okay, and then this is the last one. Iced Gingerbread Chai. Yeah, that really smells like gingerbread and chai. Again, it might be a little heavy on the cinnamon, which isn't necessarily my favorite scent, but I could also imagine this burning and like the warmth of that smell being really nice. Maybe just right out of the jar, this is my second to least favorite, and then this is my third to least favorite. And I think the one that kind of smelled like incense, was that this Mistletoe Twist? Yeah, this one's my favorite. Well, probably tied with the Griswolds also, though. Yeah, this one just wasn't a surprise. I knew I was gonna really like this one. So there you have it. That's all the things that were waiting for me when I came home. I'm so excited to wear these nail polishes. I'm so excited to wear my Substance stuff. I'm excited to put my book on my bookshelf with my other Signet classic books. Burn a candle, have it be holiday time. And of course, try out my new Sephora makeup. I feel like it's been so long since I opened the first package that I'm like forgetting that was even part of this. Which is kind of the problem with ordering a lot of things at once. But I guess it's kind of too late for that right now. If you enjoyed this, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm not always doing haul type of things, but hey, it comes up sometimes and here we are. I also have a Patreon I'll have linked down below where I randomly select eyeshadow palettes every month, and I also do a couple looks of those palettes. Either way, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very soon. Bye!